Why you should never put your bag where airlines tell you to. 2025 Secret in-flight theft epidemic. Picture this. You slide your carry-on exactly where the flight crew points, recline for takeoff, and land thousands of dollars poorer without noticing a thing. Behind the smiles and safety demos, airlines have created the perfect treasure map for organized thieves who stalk high-value routes, strike mid-air, and vanish before the seatbelt sign blinks off. One Scoot flight this year saw more than $23,000 disappear row by row because passengers obediently followed the official storage rules. If you keep trusting those instructions, you're practically gift wrapping your valuables for the pros. Stick with me for the simple airline-proof switch that keeps everything you own in your hands, not theirs. Let's dive in. Starting with number 8. The overnight flight trap airlines never warn you about. Most travelers book red-eye flights thinking they'll save money and arrive refreshed. What airlines don't tell you is that overnight flights create the perfect hunting ground for thieves. Here's the reality. Darkness, sleeping passengers, and sleep aids create a criminal's paradise. A recent investigation revealed a passenger who specifically booked red-eye flights to target sleeping travelers. He was finally caught after stealing nearly $1,000 in cash from multiple passengers, all while they slept peacefully, trusting that airline security had them covered. Those 6 a.m. departures are equally dangerous. Passengers stumble onto planes groggy and disoriented, often rushing after oversleeping. Your alertness is at rock bottom and thieves know it. Early morning is also when airport staff change shifts, meaning fewer eyes watching the cabin during boarding. Pro tip: if you must take overnight flights, never rely on sleep aids and choose an aisle seat where you can see anyone approaching your row. But here's where it gets really interesting. Certain types of flights are targeted far more than others. 7. Why international flights are theft magnets. 70% of all cases. Airlines push international flights as glamorous adventures, but they're hiding a disturbing statistic. International flights account for nearly 70% of all in-flight theft incidents. Why? International travelers typically carry more cash, more valuables, and more important documents than domestic passengers. Thieves know you're likely to have your passport, foreign currency, expensive electronics, and emergency cash all in one place. The longer flight times mean more opportunities while you sleep, and travelers are more likely to take sleep aids on international routes. The confusion factor works in thieves' favor too. Different languages, unfamiliar customs, and jet lag create the perfect distraction while criminals work. Airlines count on passengers being too disoriented to notice suspicious behavior until it's too late. Pro tip: on international flights, distribute your valuables across multiple secured locations on your body, never in bags or pockets that others can access. Think that's concerning? Just wait until you discover the 3 danger zones every flight has. Number 6. The 3 flight phases when thieves strike most. Airlines have identified 3 critical phases when theft spikes, but they'd rather not advertise this information because it might make passengers nervous about flying. Phase 1. Initial boarding. 40% of thefts. The chaos of boarding creates perfect cover. While you're searching for your seat and fighting for overhead bin space, thieves are already working. They pretend to look for their seat while actually scoping out victims and accessing overhead bins. The airline's boarding process is designed for efficiency, not security. Phase 2. Meal service. A major U.S. airline flight attendant revealed to Executive Traveler magazine that thieves deliberately wait for meal service to strike. Passengers set aside valuables to eat, focus on their food, and let their guard down completely. Airlines know this is a vulnerable time, but don't warn passengers. Phase 3. Deplaning. After landing, everyone's focused on making connections or getting off quickly. The chaos of people standing, grabbing bags, and moving creates ideal conditions for theft. What's particularly dangerous is that if something is stolen just before deplaning, you might not notice until both you and the thief are already off the plane. Pro tip: stay hyper alert during these 3 phases and keep your most valuable items physically attached to your body. What if I told you the airline's own storage recommendations are setting you up for theft? 5. The underseat scam airlines never mention. Airlines aggressively promote putting your personal item under the seat in front of you. It's even an FAA requirement during takeoff and landing. What they conveniently omit is that thieves have perfected techniques to access these bags without you ever knowing. Here's their method. The passenger directly in front of you can quietly reach down between their legs and slip a hand under their seat, exactly where your bag sits. They can unzip side pockets and grab cash, passports, or phones without moving your bag enough for you to notice. Someone beside you or walking down the aisle can do the same while you're sleeping, distracted, or using the washroom. Airlines know this happens but continue pushing underseat storage because it maximizes their overhead bin revenue and keeps aisles clear. They're prioritizing operational efficiency over your security. Pro tip: use zipper clips or small locks. Thieves target easy, quick access. After takeoff, pull your bag behind your legs where no one can reach it. But here's where it gets really shocking. They're stealing from right above your head. Okay, pause for just a second. If your jaw dropped even once during these revelations, smash that like button right now. Every like helps expose these airline secrets to more travelers who desperately need this insider knowledge. And listen, we're just getting started with the bombshells. I've got videos coming that will completely change how you think about flying. Hit subscribe and ring that notification bell because you do not want to miss what I'm revealing next. Trust me, the airlines are hoping you never find our channel. Number 4. The overhead bin illusion of security. Airlines tout overhead bins as secure storage, but they're actually easy targets for experienced thieves. While you're seated and distracted, criminals pretend to access their own bags while quickly rifling through yours. Soft-sided rolling suitcases and carry-ons with exterior pockets are prime targets. Thieves can slip valuables out of side compartments in seconds, especially during boarding chaos or the post-landing rush when everyone's eager to deplane. Airlines position overhead bins directly above your head, specifically so you can't monitor them. This isn't for your convenience, it's for their space efficiency. But it creates a blind spot that thieves exploit constantly. Pro tip: store your bag across the aisle where you can watch it, never directly overhead. Use locks on all compartments and never put valuables in exterior pockets. Think overhead theft is bad? Wait until you see what happens right in front of your face. 3. The seatback pocket trap that fools everyone. Airlines provide seatback pockets and even suggest using them for convenience items, but they're essentially advertising open vaults to thieves. These pockets are completely exposed to anyone walking the aisle or seated nearby. Criminals can reach in and grab items while pretending to steady themselves during turbulence or en route to the bathroom. What makes this particularly insidious is that we use these pockets mindlessly, slipping phones, passports, or wallets in there when heading to the restroom without a second thought. Airlines know items frequently go missing from seatback pockets, but they've calculated that the convenience factor keeps passengers happy enough to continue flying. They also know that if you forget something in the seatback pocket, you likely won't get it back. Flight attendants do only quick checks between flights, so the cleaning crew or next passenger usually claims your item. Pro tip: never use seatback pockets for anything valuable. Use a crossbody bag, jacket pocket, or anti-theft travel clothing with hidden compartments that stay attached to you. But there's another type of theft happening right under airlines' noses. Number 2. The visual theft airlines pretend doesn't exist. While airlines obsess over liquid restrictions and shoe removal, they completely ignore visual theft, and it's costing passengers thousands. When you're working on your laptop, entering passwords, or checking sensitive information, the person next to you can easily see everything. Visual hacking is incredibly common on planes where people are packed together like sardines. Criminals specifically book flights to harvest personal and financial information that's worth far more than physical items. They're collecting passwords, account numbers, social security numbers, and passport details that can be used for identity theft worth thousands. Airlines could easily address this with privacy recommendations or even selling privacy screens, but they don't want to acknowledge the problem exists. They'd rather keep passengers feeling safe and unaware. Pro tip: use biometric login like Face ID whenever possible, and invest in privacy screen filters for your devices. Be conscious of what's visible when filling out any forms with personal information. And here's the most shocking revelation of all. Number 1. How airlines turn you into the thief. Here's the ultimate airline secret. They've designed their service to make you unknowingly steal from them, and they're counting on it. Airlines report that passengers steal thousands of dollars worth of property, often without realizing it's theft. The most commonly taken items include blankets and pillows, meant to stay on the plane, headphones, airline property unless you paid, life vests, a serious safety violation with potential fines, safety cards, magazines, and cutlery from meal service. Airlines deliberately make these items feel like freebies or souvenirs. They want you to take them because it justifies higher ticket prices and fees. But technically, walking off with that blanket or fork is theft, and they can pursue charges if they choose. This psychological manipulation serves multiple purposes. It makes you feel like you're getting extras for your money, justifies their pricing structure, and gives them legal leverage if needed. Pro tip: if you didn't specifically pay for an item or weren't explicitly told it's yours to keep, leave it on the plane. Don't give airlines any ammunition to use against you. So, which of these theft tactics shocked you most? Have you ever been a victim of in-flight theft or worse? Accidentally walked off with airline property? Drop a comment and let us know your story. And don't miss our guide to what everyone gets wrong about carry-on travel. You'll discover even more ways airlines manipulate the rules to their advantage while leaving travelers confused and frustrated. Like this video if it opens your eyes to airline deception, subscribe for more insider travel secrets they don't want you to know, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest exposés. As always, safe travels. And now, smarter travels too.